Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to the daily market analysis. Well, the markets have taken a big hit. और आज के इस वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं निफ्टी, बैंक निफ्टी एंड इवन an overall market outlook for the upcoming trading session that's Thursday, March 14th, 2024. Well, आगे बढ़ने से पहले make sure that you smash that like button and do subscribe to my channel. Notification bell को ring करना बिल्कुल भी मत भूलिएगा so that you never miss an update. Right before we start, do let me know in the comments down below how was today's trading session for you. And now let's quickly get started with the daily time frame of Nifty 50. On the technical chart हमारे पास Nifty 50 में हमें एक ascending trend line देखने को मिल रही थी और जैसे कि हमने कल के वीडियो में डिस्कस किया था that over here a doji candlestick has been registered. Thereafter अगर हमें यहाँ पर selling pressure persist करते हुए दिखता है तो it's highly likely that Nifty 50 might test the ascending trend line. But you can clearly see that in today's trading session हमें इस ascending trend line का भी एक breakdown move Nifty 50 में देखने को मिला है with a aggressive candlestick which is registered on the charts. अब अगर हम इस particular candlestick की बात करें तो आप देख पा रहे होंगे that this candlestick is a very wide candlestick. So first of all आने वाले trading sessions के लिए what is the way ahead उसकी बात कर लेते हैं. Now here Considering that this is such a wide candlestick, हम simply इस particular candlestick के range को mark कर सकते हैं, which happens to be the level of 22,446 and 21,905. Now, by this particular range, you can clearly make out that the trading action was spread across 500 to 540 points. Now, over here, Considering that this is such a wide candlestick, हम यहाँ पर expect कर सकते हैं that हमें in the following trading session इसी particular candlestick के range में एक follow through move देखने को मिल सकता है. Also, Nifty is really close to a support level as well. So here some respite on the technical chart can be expected. But if not, and यहाँ पर selling pressure persist करता है below today's day low, then हम यहाँ पर expect कर सकते हैं that on the downside 21,830 followed by 21,666 might be the next stop for Nifty 50. Nifty के hourly time frame की अगर हम यहाँ पर बात करें तो जैसे कि हम पिछले कुछ वीडियो से डिस्कस करते हुए आ रहे थे that the level of 22,222 निफ्टी के लिए काफी इंपॉर्टेंट लेवल रहेगा. So you can clearly see that below this level हमें निफ्टी में एक काफी aggressive selling pressure यहाँ पर देखने को मिला है and Nifty has broken below the neckline of this particular head and shoulders pattern and considering today's momentum on the downside, the pattern target on the downside is also almost complete. Now, just like we discussed on the daily time frame, that 21,830 का जो level रहेगा निफ्टी के लिए एक support का काम कर सकता है. So we'll keep our eyes on this particular level for any potential pullback opportunities on the higher side. Now, what I mean by that is, अगर हमें इस particular level पे कोई भी buying action देखने को मिलता है, और let's say if we do see any reversal candlestick pattern, then in that case, यहाँ से हम expect कर सकते हैं that on the higher side एक pullback move unfold कर सकता है. And this move might play out towards the 20 and 40 EMA on the hourly charts of Nifty 50. You might as well ask that what if this move on the downside continues? Then in that case, जैसे कि हमने 21,666 के लेवल को डिस्कस किया है, आप इस पर्टिकुलर लेवल को रेफर कर सकते हैं in case the move on the downside persists further. Considering that it's the expiry day for Nifty 50 tomorrow, quickly support and resistance levels को हम यहाँ cover कर लेते हैं. The support is placed at 21,830 followed by 21,666 and the resistance is placed at 22,125 followed by 22,222. बढ़ते हैं बैंक निफ्टी की तरफ on the daily time frame, जहां पर आप देख सकते हैं that how beautifully this reversal has been playing out in Bank Nifty. And you can clearly see that it is almost the fourth day right here that हमें Bank Nifty में एक bearish candlestick on the daily chart देखने को मिल रही है. Now, just like we discussed in yesterday's video, that considering we have such a wide candlestick in Bank Nifty, it's highly likely that हमें आज का trading action more or less confined within this particular range of the candlestick देखने को मिल सकता है. And you can clearly see over here that we have an inside bar setup unfolding on the daily chart of Bank Nifty. यहाँ पर अगर हम इस particular range की बात करें तो it happens to be spread across the levels of 47,812 and 46,885 approximately. Usually जब हमें inside bar setups देखने को मिलते हैं, it's highly likely that हमें यहाँ पर एक breakout या फिर एक breakdown देखने को मिल सकता है and momentum might continue into the direction of the breakout or the breakdown. Now considering that हमें Bank Nifty में consecutive negative closings देखने को मिल रही हैं and also the fact that Bank Nifty is placed right near the support levels, so more or less it's a wait and watch setup. Now in case we do see a breakdown of this low of the inside bar जो कि level है 46,885 का, then उस केस में हम expect कर सकते हैं that Bank Nifty के लिए 46,616 followed by 45,980 next stops हो सकते हैं. Well, with today's expiry, it came across as if the index was being managed. As the broader markets saw deep red or took a big hit, Bank Nifty was only down 0.64%. Well, to say the least, do keep a close eye on the levels that we just discussed. So the first level is the level of 46,885, below which weakness might persist in the index, or from the same levels we might see temporary relief in the index. Now on the hourly time frame of Bank Nifty, जैसे कि हमने कल के वीडियो में डिस्कस किया था that in yesterday's trading session हमें Bank Nifty में एक sideways range में consolidation move देखने को मिल रहा था, and over here we discussed the level of 47,420 approximately to be a strong resistance. And आप देख सकते हैं that from the similar levels हमें Bank Nifty में on the downside एक move continue करते हुए दिखा है. Now here you can see that Bank Nifty is hanging around the low of the range, which happens to be the level of 46,885, जैसे कि हम डेली टाइम फ्रेम पर भी डिस्कस करते हुए आ रहे हैं. Now over here, planning out fresh shots at this particular counter is not very favorable from the risk to reward point of view. But अगर हमें from the current levels एक pullback move unfold करते हुए दिखता है towards this resistance zone of about 47,250 to 47,325, which is the 20 and 40 EMA on the hourly charts, then from these particular levels हम expect कर सकते हैं that once again हमें a leg on the downside continue करते हुए दिख सकता है on the hourly charts of Bank Nifty. Also, do expect Bank Nifty to continue moving within this particular range itself until and unless we do see a breakout or a breakdown, just like we discussed on the bigger time frame. So here we have the support and resistance levels. The support for Bank Nifty is placed at 46,616 followed by 45,980 on the bigger time frame, and the resistance is placed at 47,225 followed by 47,458. Well, आज के trading session का highlight तो ये है that the small cap index was down by approximately 5.18%. आप यहाँ पर daily chart पर देख पाएंगे that at the top हमें small cap index में एक distribution pattern देखने को मिल रहा था, and over here you can clearly see that over the course of the last 3 trading sessions हमें small cap index में selling pressure continue करते हुए दिख रहा है. Now considering today's candlestick, which stands about 5.18% in the negative, the next stop for small cap index happens to be the level of 13,000 followed by 12,800. Well, HDFC Bank on the daily time frame comes to my mind as a very interesting setup panning out on this particular counter. Now why I say that is because in the initial half of the trading session today, HDFC Bank was in the positive. और अब अगर हम daily time frame की यहाँ पर बात करें तो आप देख सकते हैं that HDFC Bank अपने resistance zone को approach कर रहा है, which happens to be the levels of 1470 to 1475. So one needs to be a little watchful at this particular counter at the current levels. Also, now that we have talked about HDFC Bank, let's talk about another heavyweight, that's Reliance Industries. एक quick overview की हम यहाँ बात कर लेते हैं. First of all, हमने weekly market analysis video में यहाँ discuss किया था that on the weekly chart of Reliance Industries हमें from the highs rejection देखने को मिल रहा है, and Reliance is trying really hard to move beyond these particular highs, but it is failing to do so. And here you can clearly see that just like we anticipated हमें यहाँ पर एक downward move या एक downward trajectory Reliance के chart के ऊपर देखने को मिल रही है. On a similar note, let's also take into account the 1 day time frame. Now over here on the daily chart of Reliance Industries आप देख सकते हैं that with today's candlestick we have seen a breakdown of this minor support over here, and यहाँ पर if the selling pressure persists then in Reliance Industries as well 2835 का level जो है on the downside is quite likely, followed by the level of 2790 which happens to be somewhere around these particular levels. And well, though a little exhausting, but let's call it a day, and I hope that आपको आज का ये video informative और अच्छा लगा हो. So make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel for more such informative videos. Comment section में जरूर बताइएगा that आपका आज का trading session कैसा था. And on that note, it's Gurleen signing off. Until we meet again, have a good time.